Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Sports Card Madness, brought to you by DraftKings and their app Pick Six. Sign up with code Madness6 for $50 in free credits. This is LZ. I'm here with Nick. Today, we're going to cover ethics and oversight that we believe should be in the hobby. Some of it actually is, which is great news. We're going to cover that. And then just some kind of wishful audits and kind of ethical things that we want to see in the hobby
Yeah,
as well. So,
for sure.
Nick, let's jump right into this. Where do we want to start?
Let's kick it off with Fanatics
Okay.
because I'll give Jeff a shout out on this one because I actually enjoyed this interview.
Mm,
Jeff Wilson interviewed Mike Mahan on his channel, and
Jeff's channel.
Jeff's
Yeah.
channel,
Mm,
me. He doesn't have producers or anything.
mm.
So Mike basically said he talked about the Olympic triple auto, and he said that they have a third party come audit whether the card was sent out or not. I feel like
I
I
think
saw
it
a
was.
video.
I think it was PWC, right?
Right. It's
So
PWCC.
PWCC
Yeah,
or
PWCC.
who's PWCC?
Price
Who's that?
Waterhouse Cooper or whatever the heck whatever they're
No,
called now. I know
yeah,
they've merged like
PWC.
yeah, so they've
PWC.
merged
That
like 1,000 times. Used to
that
be the Big
is
Seven, the Big Five, the Big
Yeah, it's the
Four.
big four now.
Okay,
But
there
that's
you
a
go.
legit auditor.
Of
That
course,
that's
yeah.
the top four. I mean,
They've
it's
audited the Oscars,
them,
whatever.
Deloitte. Yeah, there's a few of them. So
Right. So they
yeah,
audited this and so they have confirmed, and Mike Mahan also confirmed that it has not been redeemed and it is out there. And so either one of two scenarios are the case. Either somebody has ripped it out of a pack and is holding it.
hmm
That seems less and less likely because the value is going down. Um,
right.
so that tells me this is likely in a pack. A reminder to the audience, these packs are very, very much cat scannable. They've proven that they can see this. They
hmm
can see if it's a redemption card. So be very wary of anything you
Speaking of
see.
ethics,
Speaking of ethics, yes, anything
yeah.
you see on eBay there.
hmm
But before going down that rabbit hole, I think that's important. Like everybody's like, "Oh, breakers get loaded cards," and they just
hmm
accuse, but they also don't realize like breakers open like 80% of cards, and so
They do.
therefore the breakers are going to open 80% of the hits.
hmm
It's going to appear like they are getting loaded cards. The only way that they can prove this, and I've spoken with leadership at Tops about things like this, they almost need like an ethics board, and it's like, listen, this is what we do to randomize it. Here is a sworn statement from the auditing firm showing that the placement of cards is randomized. Here's a statement showing that the cards are shipped out, right? I'd like to see
So
more of that.
yeah, Nick, there's something in the cybersecurity world called a SOC 2 audit, and a
Mm,
SOC 2 audit is you. Let's say Nick. Let's say you have a company. Let's say you're a manufacturer of trading cards. You tell the auditor these are the cybersecurity controls that I have in place.
yeah,
And then the auditor will come in and say, "All right, you got to prove it to us. We're going to audit you throughout the year on these 20 security controls that you say that you have in place.
excellent.
And at the end, we will issue you a report that you can share publicly." That is what would be fantastic to
How
have.
amazing would it be if there was a quarterly or annual report by PwC? I'm old, man. There used to be a lot of
there,
auditing
there
firms.
was there was a
Uh,
lot. Yeah.
so a statement saying like, here's the summary of the year. These cards were sent out. It's just a PDF. Like we've confirmed these cards have been sent out. We've confirmed that these sets have been randomized, and they just post it. And I think that would be so amazing, and it would
Yeah.
do a lot to dispel some of the disbelief around cards getting pulled. And I think it's important because now we're getting into repack world. Okay.
Mm.
Fanatics also announced that they are going to be doing digital repacks a la Arena Club. And, I got into it a little bit with Arena Club 2 weeks ago. I posted something. They had Jim Rome do pull one of their repacks, and
Yeah,
they
like a
got
virtual repack, right?
exactly. Yep. So it's
Yeah.
electronic.
hmm
Jeff Wilson was there, and they pulled a 9.5 Jordan rookie Beckett,
Which is
50,000,
bonkers.
30 to $50,000 card.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
immediately I never made an
Yeah.
accusation. I want to
Yeah.
be
You're
clear about
skeptical.
that. I
Yeah.
never accused anybody of anything. I never
Mm,
insinuated anything. It's my commentary on what I saw, and they didn't look that surprised to me in the video. That
mm,
was my take on it. And
mm,
so I immediately said, like, huh. And people were not happy with that. And I spoke with leadership at Arena Club, and what ended up making me take the video down before it
mm.
hit like a million views was that they told me that it's an algorithm, it's randomized. However, I want to be clear here. If you guys are into math or data science, no algorithm is random because all algorithms are built by humans.
Mhm.
However, it can be independent. And so this algorithm is, he said it was audited. It's audited by somebody, wouldn't name who. I went on their website. I didn't see anything about it. I think they're going to give us more information about this. I hope that they do because they're trying to be the most transparent company in the hobby. And I'd like to,
Who is Arena Club is? They
yes,
said that they want to be.
yeah,
Yeah.
they put
Okay.
their hit rates on there. You know, they are pretty good.
Okay.
But this bothered me. And but to be fair, again, it goes back to that 80-20, right? We didn't see the other 80% of the hits that were crap that Jim Rome pulled, right? We just saw the one good one.
Yeah. We just
They've been
saw the
doing
one
this
good
for
one.
a long time.
Mm.
So I do believe that that was the actual card that was pulled. But what I do want to see going forward, so people don't freak out about this, is a PWC saying, hey guys, no funny business, algorithm's
Yeah.
good.
Issue
Um,
issue that quote unquote SOC 2 report that I was talking about. Put it
yeah,
right on
it'd
your
be awesome.
website, Arena Club. That would be awesome. So I suggestion to Arena Club is work with your auditor. Tell them that you want a public shareable document that you can post on your website. The
Yeah,
auditor will love it
yeah.
because they'll probably charge you another 10 grand
It's gonna
for
cost
it.
Arena Club some money, but they're gonna get it
But
back in trust and
but it
business.
won't be that much money, honestly, Arena Club, if you're listening, right? All it is just they're issuing you a report already that
Right.
you have internally on how the audit went. Tell them you want a public facing document. It wouldn't even be $10,000. Like it would be much less than that. But and that would be great. And put it on your website, and you just update that twice a year or however often you have audits done.
You can do this in other areas of the hobby too. Maybe you could become the first breaker. Like maybe Tops could come up with a program where they tier breakers based on behavior. Maybe
Mm.
you can't control the behavior at the spot. That's difficult, right? But you can penalize behavior. With allocation, that gets a little dicey. But how about we do this positively and be like, this is like a diamond tier breaker. There's been no fraud. The shipping time is 1.5 days. Um,
Like a
no
scorecard would be
swearing, no
great.
falling asleep,
Yeah.
no doing drugs on camera, whatever it takes. And then, like the honesty, right? There's never been any cards pulled off camera. There could be some certification for that. That I think this hobby's going to need all of this. Right now, it's the Wild West, and everybody's making money off of arbitrage and everything. Our insurance idea is interesting, but like take it a step further and certify someone a certain way, and you'll have a leading advantage if you do that. So I think
You
that's
would.
an interesting idea. I haven't
Hmm.
fully fleshed it out, but I think it would be good for all of us in other
Yeah.
areas too. eBay sellers. Right now, it's just reviews.
Graders would
Graders,
be interesting, right, Nick? I
right?
mean, the human aspect of grading is interesting, right? And we do know that there's some AI technologies coming out. We had Shoebox on
Right?
recently.
Yep.
Um, but I think there's an opportunity where maybe someone like Shoebox could be that impartial
Yeah.
third party that looks at the final grade and says, "Oh, yes, this is an 8 or this is a 10
Or even worse, the
or wait a
specs.
minute, this is not a 4 or
Yeah.
this is not just an authentic. Like this is a real grade. We
Yeah,
don't see
let's
anything
talk about
wrong
that
with it."
authentic for a second. 86
Yeah.
Fleer stickers are really tricky.
Mm,
They're trimmed a lot, especially because of the Kareem. A Kareem 9 is like a bonkers value, never mind a 10.
yeah.
So I personally sent a couple of crackouts that were previously graded, like sevens or eights or whatever.
Hmm.
Magic Johnson got him to sign them, sent it back, and they came back off. And I was like, no, 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 no. And I saw them in the slabs. The specs are perfect. They were already graded before. And I had to reach out. They took care of it. To PSA's credit, they listened to me. They took care of it, and they came back graded. A couple of 810s, and that's a perfect, very simple AI example where all you're talking about here is a minimum size requirement. I think we can all agree that a machine can look at that and just be like,
Yeah, of
all
course.
right, like
Yes.
here's an AI machine, and
Hmm.
all it's doing is checking the auth versus the grade. That's it. That's its only
Hmm.
job. That's, I mean, come on. That's like a judge saying a tennis ball is in or out. Like it's just measurements. It's nothing
Yeah.
crazy. It's not like
Yep.
telling you an autograph's real or not. So I think that could be an important thing too. I agree.
I mean, it would be great for us, the consumer, to see that, Nick. It would also be great for the grading company as well, because
Yeah.
I mean, there are a lot of people that talk unfavorable about grading companies,
Yeah.
right? And if you can say, "Oh, we're backed by a third-party impartial AI technology as well," or even an auditor, right? You have a third-party auditor doing it. I mean,
Just
geez,
feel better.
credibility goes way up.
Here's another question for you.
Yeah.
Would you pay another $5 to allow it to go through that? Let's say we'll put this through the triple double check, AI double check, but you got to pay another $5 per card. Would you do it?
Ooh, that's a really good question.
Somebody's
Um,
got to pay for this, you know?
I would have to. I don't think I would do it right away.
Hmm.
Let's say after it's been in place for 1 or 2 years and I see that it is maybe catching things,
Yeah.
I
You
would.
want to see some use cases first.
Yeah, I do, because I
Don't
think
trust it.
I just don't trust it. But it is interesting. I think if it is in place for a couple years, this is one of these things where you put it in place and you don't charge people, and then over time you show the value of doing this extra check, and
Yeah.
then you have the premium option. That's five more
I would do it
dollars, and
right now.
you would.
$5 a card right now.
Yeah,
Almost every card. Oh, I would say
yeah.
over $500 value. I would pay the $5 all day long to have a machine double check it.
Well,
Might double check it the wrong way too, but
you can think about the challenge rule in the NBA or in the
yeah,
NFL, right? The coach is willing to pay a timeout, losing a timeout, to have a third party review one of these plays that the officials maybe got wrong.
yeah.
So
I would do it
they're
all day
willing to do it.
long if they had that.
Yeah.
Another $5, AI looks at it. I feel better
Yeah.
because that's what's going to
Yeah.
happen. It's going to cost them more. It's going to be passed down to us anyway. It's not going to be
Yeah,
an option. The
it's
price
gonna
is
be
just
passed.
going to go up.
Yeah.
It's like in
Yeah,
there.
I think I almost wonder if I would just hide it in the fees. I would charge like $2 extra for a
It
card and
reminds
just
me of
have
those
every.
wind credits. You get your electric bill. It's like, do you want to pay extra to make sure your electrons come from, wind farms? And you're like, nah, man.
No,
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 I ain't buying
no,
that.
no. I'm not buying that at all. Yeah, yeah. All right.
All right.
All
Question of
right,
the
cool.
day.
All right, let's get to question of the day, Nick. We got the summer coming up soon. A lot of blockbuster movies come out in the summer. A lot of teasers moving forward around, movies that are coming. Or I'll even give you TV shows as well. But what is the one movie or TV show that you're looking forward to seeing coming up soon? Do you have one in mind?
The final season of Stranger Things.
Okay.
Definitely. I don't know
Yeah.
if that's this
Yeah.
summer or this winter though. Um,
So sadly, it was supposed to be in July. It has gotten pushed back to October.
all right.
But not only that, Nick, this is supposed to be the final season. They're now cutting it in half. So half
They
of it's going to
already
be
cut
this
it in half.
October.
So they're cutting it in
And
quarters now.
yeah, they are. They're cutting it in quarters, which is
I'm
ridiculous.
most looking forward to that because
Okay.
my daughter really likes it and my son's into it. And it's a great show. I love the
Yeah.
80s. It's just awesome.
Yeah, great soundtrack. Yeah.
Great acting. It's just
Mhm.
awesome. It's their flagship show. So damn, that sucks, man. That's a downer. thought it was
Yeah,
this summer.
you thought it was going to be this summer.
Oh
Yeah,
well, I'm
July.
still looking
No,
forward to it in
not so much.
October.
I mean, it makes sense. I would do these in October anyway. Stranger Things should be around Halloween. I mean, it just makes too
Yeah,
much sense to
yeah,
to drop it during Halloween time.
I agree.
All right, so the one I'm looking forward to is Superman's coming out. Like the new DC Superman. Like they're rebooting the entire franchise
All
with
right,
all new actors. The trailer looks pretty legit.
that's a tough
And
one, man. Everybody's chasing Christopher Reeves, and it's just like
yeah,
he's so iconic,
I
and it's
know.
just like, how do you got to really make it different?
Yeah, but everyone said that about Michael Keaton, right? And then Christian Bale came along, and then
He
everyone said it
crushed
about
it.
Christian Bale, and
That's actually a really good question. Who's the best Batman? We'll do that on another episode.
ooh, that is a good one. Okay, all right, good call. But yeah, look forward to that, everybody. The Superman one looks really good, and you have James Gunn, who's in charge of DC now. Very good director who's kind of taken over DC, and he's shaking everything up. So some good things to
I
come
dig
with
it. I
that.
like DC stuff. It's a little
Yeah.
darker, a little more edgy. It's
Mhm.
fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm down with that. That's awesome.
Cool.
Cool,
All
man.
right. All
All
right.
right.
Bye,
Thanks,
everybody.
everybody.